I mean, it seems like you're involved in a lot of things. I don't know how you even manage to juggle everything. And with that comes a lot of, feelings of overwhelm, like, how do you, in those kind of circumstances, still feel like, you know what, I still need to prioritize my mental health? And has there been any situations where you felt like, right now, this space is taking so much from me and I need to really, strike back and, reduce, so that I can come back and give my best? And how do you find, that courage to speak out to yourself specifically that, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is where I'm at. I need to really pause on everything and put myself first.
I think that's such a great question. I think when I saw that question when I was prepping, I was like, I feel like this interview is like something that's going to also just help me push forward, because the past month I have been stuck. Past month, January started, my December ended great last year. January started with a bang, and then I had these things that I had set for this new year. I was excited, I was happy. I was supposed to fly to Cape Town and do this thing with this team, and then by the end of January, everything just fell apart. And I'm like, Lord, I'm trying. I had redesigned my site. I had like new purpose, new vision. Everything seemed great. And it wasn't even for anything on my fault. My clients was just so great, changing things. And that really hit me, because I've been working at this. I had working to the point where I'm burnt out. I was every moment doing what I'm doing. So 1 month, I've been literally stagnant, and I've just been like, what do I do next? I was stuck. I think I'm only coming out of it now, but I still feel stuck. But first thing I learned to do, because for me, I'm learning these things as I go. First thing I learned to do was just stop. Stop. Because you can't hear anything. You can't feel anything when you're moving. Stop. Then when I stopped, and it was hard because you're used to moving. When I stopped, it was a bit difficult, because you're like, you're not making money, rent needs to be paid, and then I realized when I stopped that I'm tired. It's the first thing I realized. I need rest. I may be good at what I do, I may love what I do, that doesn't mean I don't get tired. So I first realized I was tired. Second thing I realized was I was comfortable. I've been doing this. No, I don't do this. I mean, when you've worked for a company like the World Bank, I mean, there's not much.
Nice,
I haven't worked for all the greatest companies, but for me, if you've worked for World Bank, you've worked for, that's the level of Google. And what I may not have worked for Google, but so for me, it's like, okay, I'm comfortable. It's been proven that I can work at a high level. Okay, now there's a lot of ideas I had in the bag. Like I told, Skillerpreneur has been there. All these things, mind you, including this, years. It's at least 2 years. Only did it now. So they've been in the vault. But I'm comfortable. Then life, I think sometimes life pushes you. Then it's only within this month where I decided to stop that I realized I just need a fresh stuff. Digital media is now, it's got itself. It's the process, the UX process is now self-sustaining. I don't need to sit on it. I get a good client. I find people that work. We take the UX process, get that job done, have a brilliant, happy client. I figured it out. I can travel. I can work with whoever. I got it. But there's other ideas I've had that I'm passionate about, that I've been either too lazy or too afraid to do. And it's in this period that I realized that my life is asking me to take a jump. UX, UI, yes, I've been doing it, but why don't you approach an app that you think, let's say, for example, Bolt, I don't like this. What if I do it like this too? We're going next level. So now that's why I'm working on Skillerpreneur and the apparel stuff, because it's like a new level. It's still within the sphere of what I do, design, product development, marketing, but it's a product, it's something different. So for me, like, I prioritize my mental health is important, because when this is down, everything's down. But how people do it will be different. I think most of us are burnt out, and it takes moments like what I'm going through now to actually stop you. You lose your job to realize that you guys can't depend on 9 to 5 alone. You know what I mean? And once you've done that, it's up to you. Because I mean, I was even getting to a point where I was getting panic attacks. Like, it was bad, because like everything was happening so fast. I wasn't processing anything. I was now getting panic attacks. You go to the hospital, they put you on antidepressants. So you're like, this stuff is making me worse. Then they put you on those. It's, now you've got a sleep problem. Now, Then I realized I need to take matters into my own hands. I need to learn when to stop. I need to learn when to change direction.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know where this one is going, change direction when this one is just too safe.
All
those things. Like, I do a lot of things. Spend time with my friends. I've got a very social life.
Yeah, I see you. Where do you even get all this time?
No, but I think for me, it's because it's so automatic. I love what I do.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, I do have a very vibrant social life. But it's important, because like, if you're going to work out like as an entrepreneur, you can get burnt out. It's important to have structures that you have, and it's going to be different from all of us, that support your mental health. You need to take it seriously. Breaks are a thing. Good social people, because you can have a shitty social.
Sure.
I think those things help, and I think for the most part, we're all figuring it out, step at a time, day by day. But that's what I do.
Sometimes it's very hard to function when you don't have anything to give, and that's when you start hating your spa, and you're feeling like, maybe I'm not living my purpose. And if you stay in that state long enough, you risk losing it all. You know what I mean? That's why you've seen people now, they're in Jozi Jiggy but Jiggy people have went back home. You're like, how did you get here? I thought you were really at your peak, flying really high. And I think I like to hear that. Sometimes really chill, stop, because that's one thing that we are afraid to do as creative. We feel like when you stop, somebody's gonna come in and fill in your shoes. You know what I mean?